off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the former Louisville Cardinal, Teddy Bridgewater.
To me, the best part of Teddy Bridgewater's game is his decision-making. Very smart, loves to watch the game, loves to analyze it, and he does it so well, he takes care of the football and keeps his team in good spots.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And now running right through it. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Second down, Kamara. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though, and it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going. Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. Threw a little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though, and you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
You got him! You got him!
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dresses versus their script. And right now, they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that. But you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early,
because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out.
Let's go.
Now it's Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. And an alley to run.
Hey, let's go.
On second down, here's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The field comes New Orleans. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Throwing. Bridgewater. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack. As a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, this is Kamara. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. It's caught, Smith. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. To the air again with Bridgewater. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal. Bridgewater again. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And again, it's Bridgewater. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Cameron Meredith, his first touchdown in a Saints uniform. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be a second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And Jones has it over the middle. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Ryan now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again, Ryan. This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Again, Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Julio Jones, the lone receiver left. Now it's Ryan. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So we've reached halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively. Tackling
him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Pulled in at the 24. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Foul. Face mask. Defense.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The second down throw for Bridgewater. And Cook has it, left side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
To throw, Bridgewater. Incomplete, right side to Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield.
Nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, Freeman. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper from 10 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the 4th. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down throw for Bridgewater. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still, a lot of guys to account for.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. A 10th carry for Kamara. Fancy footwork at the 45. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Bridgewater. And this one complete to Smith. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Bridgewater on first down. He's got a 5 counts here. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They'll look to throw. The open man is Smith. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, it could come back at you a long way.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another 4th quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium because they've seen this happen to too many people before, too many teams. They've got to find a way to shut him down.
Here we go again for the grizzled vet. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Mohamed Sanu, 53 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the fourth. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go here, Teddy Bridgewater and company marches back onto the field. A field goal does them no good. They need a touchdown.
And right now, in his mind, in his memory bank, he's drawing on times that he's done this before. Not necessarily in the NFL. College, high school.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Falcons grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him. On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead. Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Let's go.
Freeman again. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And the Saints signal for another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays. Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special. It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player. So for the Falcons, they start the campaign with a victory in front of an enthusiastic home crowd for a Sunday night. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Thicker the pie, thicker the bag. Mean I'm buying, I lace in no beamer, I'm Brian O'Connor, driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it, the is mad. And in them baggins, I'm all in my bag. Well, I ain't holding around, just a little Merlin, out the cutie. Now I don't give a